Prairie-Wapiti. Is that right? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Alberta industry is asking for government cooperation to allow them to fund and build infrastructure to support economic diversification. One major push by industry has been for a toll bridge on Highway 15 over the North Saskatchewan River that would allow for a wide heavy load corridor which would improve efficiency and safety on roads in the area. Enabling industry to build a new toll bridge would create hundreds of jobs for Albertans at a time when we need them the most and when material costs are low. To the Minister of Transportation, when will this government release a plan to cooperate with industry to build?
Thank you, Honourable Member.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Well, the position of the government is that that toll roads are not on our agenda, but I should point out, Mr. Speaker, that in the Progressive Conservatives document, they call for a restoration of funding of the Strategic Transportation Infrastructure Program, or STIP, which they cut 3 years ago, and we reinstituted $100 million for that over 5 years in the last budget. Mr. Speaker, if they engage by reading the budget.
Second supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, given that capital bonds enable community members to vote with their wallets to get local infrastructure built, and given that larger projects attract more attention and money, and given that community members can invest directly in their future to get results sooner and earn a financial return on investment which remains in Alberta, to the Minister of Transportation, why has his government not chosen to allow Albertans to invest to build our infrastructure, and instead is choosing to issue $2.1 billion in bonds and international investors between January 1st and
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Honourable Member, Minister.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the question, but our government has increased infrastructure spending in the capital plan during the last budget by 15% over the previous government's amount, and that is going into a number of programs that will support transportation, municipal infrastructure, transit across the province. This government is doing far more to invest in infrastructure badly needed in this province after years of Conservative mismanagement, Mr. Speaker.
Second supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, it's too bad they haven't announced one new project since they've been there a year, Mr. Speaker. Given that Alberta has successfully spent billions on infrastructure and ring roads and the largest multiple school build in history using P3s, which has proven to be reliable long-term models for infrastructure building, and given that ministers opposite have admitted that on school builds alone, P3s will be able to deliver schools for hundreds of millions of dollars under budget while being profitable to investors. When will this government enable Albertans to finance?
Member.
Mr. Speaker, well, I can name one single project that this government has approved that the previous government tried to cancel, and that is the Calgary Cancer Centre, a major project, Mr. Speaker, to provide good cancer care badly needed by the people of Alberta after being jerked around by the Progressive Conservative government for 10 years.